welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I am going to be sharing with you my experience at this year's Polish and Beauty Expo. So full disclosure, I did attend the event as press, so I got to attend the event for free. I know, I'm really lucky, and I'm sharing my experience with you here as part of that too. So if you're not familiar with Polish and Beauty Expo or PBE, it's kind of become an annual event. I believe this year was year number 5 for PBE, and the past 4 years it has happened in Tinley Park, which is just outside of Chicago, Illinois. Nail polish enthusiasts as well as handmade beauty enthusiasts gather from all over the country, and in some cases even from across the globe. We had some people, a lot of people there actually, from other countries, which was really cool. To get to see gorgeous handmade nail polishes in person and shop them, to get to meet the people who make these gorgeous nail polishes, and just to get to, like, you know, be around like-minded nail polish loving people. It is a 2-day event. It usually happens in July on a Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, there are a couple polish making workshops where they kind of walk you through how to make nail polish and let you create your own. And then that evening, they have a meet and greet where dinner is served, there are drinks available too, and you get to preview some of the items that will be available at the expo the following day, as well as get to know other people. That's really everybody's chance to socialize and interact with other nail polish people that they've maybe gotten to talk to online before but never met in person, or just to meet, you know, brand new friends. And then Sunday is the shopping day. So this video is kind of going to be broken into 2 parts. The first part, I'm going to do a whole lot of talking and tell you all about my experience this year, give you some tips in case you plan to go next year. And then the second half of the video, I'm going to share with you my haul. I'm really excited. I've got it swatched out on a swatch wheel. First, we'll look at all the polishes that I got in my VIP bag, and then after, we'll check out the polishes that I purchased for myself. So if you're not really interested in this chatty part, I will leave a timestamp for when you can check out the polishes if that's what you want to see. So this year, the Polish and Beauty Expo went from July 19th through the 20th. I live in Kentucky, so it's about 6 hours away from Chicago. And this year I actually ended up driving myself. My family went as well, but they wanted to go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I wanted to go Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I drove on my own. I had to leave around 5:30 in the morning to get to Tinley Park around lunchtime. So I had a nice long drive. It was actually incredibly relaxing, and I just listened to my audiobook the whole way. It was a blast. But I got to Tinley Park around 11:30 Central Time. I'm on Eastern Time Zone, but it was Central Time there. And so I met up with a friend. We went and got some lunch at Chipotle. We needed something quick, and it was really good. And then after that, I rushed to the 1 p.m. polish making workshop. I think they had a polish making workshop at 10 a.m. and then they had a second class at 1 p.m. And I think this is one of the most coveted, sought after, sells out very quickly events that happens at the Polish and Beauty Expo. Like, those tickets go quickly. So if you're interested in going next year, definitely make sure you are ready to purchase as soon as they become available, because they sell out. But I luckily got to attend the 1 p.m. class, and it was my first time attending any kind of polish making class. It was my first time ever trying to make polish, and oh my gosh, it was so fun. They had all these tables set up around the room, and every person when they checked in got a bottle of suspension base, as well as like a little kit of some things you'd need to make the recipe for the polish that they taught you how to make in class, and a little bag of tools that had like measuring spoons in it and brushes. You also got like a thing of bottles so you could pour and take home your creations. So I got in there, got seated, and got to meet some different people right away, which was really, really fun. And Christy, the maker of KBShimmer, is the one who led the class. So she walked us through how to make a recipe for a gorgeous polish. It was like this incredible blue reflective. Oh my word, it was stunning. So she walked us through how to make it, how to measure the base, what pigments to use, and all that good stuff. And then after she walked us through that initial recipe, we were on our own. So we kind of had like a guide, but it was very much like a go at your own pace, play around with the pigments, and just have fun with it. They had a huge table up front with like every pigment you could imagine, and you could just grab what you want, take it to your table, use it, take it back, play around with all the colors. They had lots of different bottles of different colors on the table, play around with those, and it was so cool. I ended up having enough base to make 5 bottles of polish, including the bottle with the recipe that Christy taught us how to make. So I got to make 4 of my own bottles of polish. 2 of them turned out so pretty and I love them. One was like a deep vampy red. The other was a pretty like ethereal colorless base topper, but the other 2 were a little bit of a fail. I just put so much pigment in there that you really couldn't see the shimmer and the flakies, and it was just too creamy and just it's tricky. I will say the polish making class, in addition to just being really fun, definitely made me appreciate makers a whole lot more. The fact that they can consistently come out with so many gorgeous polishes that have such great formulas, I don't know how they do it. But it was fun. I'm really glad I went and I enjoyed it. And so then we got to take home our creations, and after that it was time for me to check into my hotel. So this was different from last year. Last year I believe I stayed at the Country Inn and Suites, which was about 5 to 10 minutes away from the convention center. This year I stayed at Even Hotels, which is connected to the convention center, and oh my gosh, I loved it. The hotel itself was so much nicer than Country Inn and Suites. Like everything, it felt like a nice place. It felt like a cool getaway, and it was about the same price. So next year I will definitely be trying to stay at Even Hotels again. I just was very pleased with my experience there. It was also so nice getting just to walk back and forth and not have to stress about driving. Even though traffic wasn't bad at all, it wasn't a long drive, it was just nice being able to walk and know I could get there in a few minutes. So then once I got checked in, I got all my stuff up to my room, got to relax a little bit after a long morning, and then got dressed and got ready for the meet and greet. The meet and greet also happens at the convention center. So I walked downstairs after I was all dressed and ready. And as soon as you get downstairs and get in the line, you're in line for the buffet. You're in line for food already, which was great. This year, the dinner was the same as last year, and I thought it was really good. It was like Tex-Mex, so they had rice and beans, like taco stuff, salsa chips, and tres leches. I think it was really, really, really good. And then they also had an open bar if that's something you're interested in. They do like cash tips, so if you're planning to do that, plan to bring cash so you can tip. But the meet and greet was so fun. I had an even better time this year than I did last year, and last year I had a blast. I just felt like since I knew what to expect, I felt more confident going in. I've said before, but I'm a pretty big introvert. Like I love talking to people, but big crowds I find to be very overwhelming. And so last year just going in, I was a little stressed. This year, no problem. I knew I'd have a blast. I knew everyone there was so cool. And the most fun part of the meet and greet for me is you can chat up anybody. Like you already have something in common with every single person there, minus maybe like people's plus ones who are there and don't know anything about nail polish. This year I was braver too about asking for pictures. When people asked to take pictures with me, I was like, yes, if I can have one too. So I got to take lots of pictures. I got to meet lots of people that I've talked for so long in my comment section, on my YouTube channel, or on Instagram. Some of them I got to meet for the first time last year, and getting to see them again this year was really fun. It was like catching up with an old friend. And then of course I also got to spend time with like really good polished friends that I talk to on a regular basis and don't often get to see in person. So that was really, really, really special too. They also have at each of the tables set up where people go to eat dinner, a maker has their Polish and Beauty Expo polishes on that table. So as you're eating, as you're walking around and socializing, you can visit the tables and get a little preview of some of the polishes that will be available the next day for shopping day. After that, there was a little get together at the hotel bar. I think LaTanya puts it on, and it's like the PBE after party. So people go from the meet and greet into the after party, and this year was like extra fun because they planned a wedding, a pretend wedding for Hey Mercedes here on YouTube. I'm sure you know all about her. Her and her fiance are engaged. They've been engaged for a little while. Congratulations to them. And so they had a wedding for them this year, and Mercedes was in on it, but her fiance was not, and it was, the whole thing was hilarious. They had a cake for her. It was so much fun. Everyone was in such great spirits. So after that, I went up to my room and crashed. And then the next day, Sunday morning, I went out to breakfast at a place called Mr. Stack's. It's like a pancake house kind of situation. Really good. Would totally go back there in the future. I'll say I'm not the pickiest, like, food critic. I'm pretty easy to please, but I have no complaints. That place was great. And then after that, went back to the hotel, got dressed, got all my things that I needed for shopping day, and headed downstairs to shop. Press can get inside at 11 so that we can start getting some footage of the different tables without there being so many people in the room. So that's when I got all of the footage that I'm showing you now. And then shopping begins for VIP and press at noon. So at noon, people started coming in and started lining up at the tables. My shopping experience was a little different this year than last year. Last year, I got to do pretty much all of my shopping in that hour before general admission came in, but that was not the case this year. This year, I don't know if they sold more VIP tickets or if just some of the makers were super sought after and very anticipated. But there were some long lines this year. I'm looking at you, Lurid. So as soon as it hit 12 o'clock and everyone started coming in, I went immediately to the polish pickup table. This year I didn't have any polishes in particular that I was looking for, so I actually didn't browse for too long, but I did know that I wanted to get some Cuticula Limitless top coat because it's $5 a bottle. $5 a bottle. At the polish pickup table at Polish and Beauty Expo, and I go through that stuff. I mean, with my swatching, I go through about a bottle of top coat every couple weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, but I go through it real quick. And so I just needed to stock up, you know? So I got a ton of that. I went to the Beaux table, the Monarch table, and then I saw the line for Lurid Lacquer and was like, yeah, I better get in line for that. I mean, there might have been 50 people in the line. Last year, all of the lines that I was in, I was second or third, if not first in line for every table I went to during that VIP hour, but there were 50 people at the Lurid line. So I spent the rest of my VIP shopping time waiting in line for Lurid Lacquer stuff. I'm glad I got in there early because I would not have wanted to wait in that line. While general admission was in there, it probably wrapped around the room. And I know this year there were more Polish and Beauty Expo tickets sold than any year previously, which amazing that it's growing, but you could feel it. It definitely felt more crowded than it did last year. There were a lot of people. It was hot. So I recommend wearing lightweight clothing on shopping day. And I think it ended up taking me, including that VIP hour, it ended up taking me 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to get all of my shopping done. I went in there with a list too. I have been making my list for the past month or so just as makers post what they're bringing to the expo, their shopping list on the Polish and Beauty Expo Facebook group. I've been going to their site and looking at their best sellers, looking at what they're bringing, swatches that have been posted in the group, and trying to decide from there what I want to grab. And I did a really good job overall. I'm super proud of myself with sticking to that list. There were a few makers where I went a little overboard. Lurid, Garden Path, and Jen and Berries, I just could not resist. But for the most part, I was good about just grabbing 1 or 2 that were on my list when I got to the maker shops. That 2.5 hour Shopping time though was exhausting. It was so tiring just where there were so many people and it got so hot. I definitely recommend wearing comfy clothes, and I also next year will make sure to bring a snack, some water, like a water bottle and a protein bar, because my goodness, I got so hungry and I just felt like depleted by the time I was done with my shopping. Which they do have some concessions available, but they're kind of like, you know, they're kind of pricey, and I was trying to be strong and hold out. I should have just brought my own snack. I should have known better, but next year. So after I was done shopping for that 2.5 hour window, I went to the little area where they had the meet and greet. They still had those same tables set up, and they had actually some like tutorials going on. So they had some nail art stations where you could play around with water marbling, try your hand at some nail art, freehand nail art, some gradients, like a nail care station. It was really cool. They had different tables set up so you could sit there and chat with people and work on your nails if you wanted to. And then they also had some empty tables where you could spread out your haul. That's what I did. Because when you check in, when you first arrive on the shopping day, all VIP guests as well as general admission guests that buy the general admission ticket that comes with a swag bag, they receive this beautiful Polish and Beauty Expo drawstring bag. There's like this color, and then there's one that's just pink and blue. I got the pink and blue one last year, so my mom got this one this year and we traded. But isn't this beautiful? It's really high quality too. And if you're general admission, your swag bag included 4 or 5 different polishes, I think, as well as like a little baggie of like tools, like a little magnet, a soda can opener. And if you're VIP, your bag is filled to the brim with polishes, like surprise polishes that have been gifted by the makers that are attending the expo. Incredible. Last year, I actually ended up destashing a lot of my Polish and Beauty Expo exclusives. They were not my style. They weren't my favorite kind of finishes. And I am in my purge era. If it's not my favorite polish, I don't want it in my collection. This year, I am keeping a whole lot. You will see in a minute. I got some good stuff. I'm really excited. But anyway, yeah, it had to be like 20 or 30 polishes, plus a lot of makers, Victorian, Varnish, and Glisten and Glow included like base coat, top coat, glitter grabber kits. So nice. But after I was done with shopping, I went to an empty table with my family and just kind of spread everything out and just like soaked in the beauty of all of my gorgeous polishes. We showed each other some of our purchases and it was really fun. Then after that, I think I went upstairs and dropped off all of my polishes before coming back downstairs for door prizes. So I think when you get your VIP bags, you also get a ticket that you can turn in to potentially win door prizes. They have like a little table at the KBShimmer booth and you drop in your ticket, and so everyone gets together. I think it was at 4 for them to draw names for the door prizes. You can win things like free tickets for next year, Helmers. You can win fancy designer bags, cool handmade scarves, like a little bit of everything. It's so fun. After that, I was starving. So my friend and I went and got sushi. I love sushi. I love sushi. And there was a highly rated all-you-can-eat sushi place less than 10 minutes away from the convention center called Sushi Moroku. My friend and I went there and just like chowed down. It was delicious. I will be going back every single year. I think it was like $30 all-you-can-eat sushi. Yeah, not bad. And after that, we went back to the hotel. It was already like 7:30 at that point, and met up with a few polish friends and showed each other our hauls. And then Monday morning, I checked out of the hotel. It went by so fast. And then went and got breakfast at Eggheads with some nail friends. That's another restaurant I recommend. I thought it was delicious. I would be so happy to go back there. And then I made the 6-hour drive back home. So all in all, would I attend next year? Yes. It is just so fun. It's not a relaxing weekend away by any stretch of the imagination, but it's one of those adventures that just leaves you like on cloud nine, like feeling energized and amped up and inspired. Like I left with so many gorgeous polishes, and I've wanted to paint my nails every single day since then. I have gotten to because I've been swatching. But I've been wanting to wear my beautiful polishes. Like it was just so cool to get to see all of the gorgeous polishes in person, to get to meet the makers. They were so nice and so real, and getting to like talk to them and meet the people who've made these incredible polishes I love so much was unreal. And then to get to meet so many of you, so many people that I talk to in my comment section or over on Instagram all the time, was amazing also. If you came over and said hi, just know it made me so happy. Like getting to take pictures with you, getting to hear where you're from, and just chat was incredible. I definitely recommend that you try to go if you ever can swing it. There's nothing like it. But tips, suggestions, changes, things I'd recommend for next year. So last year, my first Polish and Beauty Expo, I shopped with credit card. This year I shopped cash. There's nothing wrong with shopping with your credit card as long as you let your credit card company know that you are traveling so they can anticipate lots of different charges. You do not want to get your credit card locked up because they think there's fraudulent activity. That's no fun. So, you know, you can shop credit card, but what happened when I shopped credit card is I went ham. I felt like there was no budget and I was not keeping track of my spending, and I way overspent last year. This year, that was not the case. I've been saving up money since January, and I went in with my cash and I did not go over my budget. I actually came in under my budget. So I was really proud of myself for that, but I will make sure to shop cash every single time in the future. You also get to avoid a few additional charges when you shop cash too, which is nice. Last year I said I should bring a big tote to shop, like a big tote bag to shop, so I wasn't carrying around a ton of little paper and plastic bags from makers. I forgot, but my friend brought some extra tote bags, so I used one of hers. Make sure to bring a tote bag. Having like 10 to 20 tiny little plastic bags is just not comfortable to hold, and I was also scared last year when I went that they'd split and that I would have broken polish on my hands. A big tote bag, totally the way to go. Some people even bring like rolly suitcases, rolly bags. That's a great idea too. Bringing snacks for shopping. Make sure to bring a snack for the shopping day. Some water, some crackers, a protein bar, something to help keep your energy up because it's a long day. And wear comfy clothes the day of shopping. So you can be comfortable. Also, the meet and greet got hot too, so wear lightweight clothing for that. Most people wear dresses, not everybody, but wear something light so you don't get too sweaty. All right, so my favorite part, we're gonna look at all of the beautiful polishes. I'm gonna share with you my VIP bag first. I'm gonna share with you what I'm keeping from my VIP bag. There were like 3 or 4 polishes that I saw and knew I was not going to hold on to, so I set those aside to de-stash. I won't be sharing them with you because I didn't want to swatch them, but I will show you what I plan to keep, which is an awful lot. It's most of the bag. And then I will show you the polishes that I purchased, swatched out on a swatch wheel, and give you all my thoughts about those. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at my VIP bag first, followed by the polishes that I purchased on the shopping day, Sunday at the Expo. If you're wondering what's on my nails, first of all, isn't it freaking fabulous? It is something that I purchased for PBE. It is a Polish and Beauty Expo exclusive. It's actually currently available on the maker's site, so I will link it down in the description box and I'll let you know what it is when we get to it. The first polish we're going to look at is from KBShimmer, and it's called Tinley Meet Again. This was the meet and greet polish, so whenever you attend the meet and greet, you get a limited edition polish from KBShimmer, and you also get like a cute Polish and Beauty Expo cup with a straw, one of those straw cups. And this one, last I checked, was available as overpour on the KBShimmer site. Any of the VIP polishes that I can find, and any of the polishes in this video that I can find online, if they're still available for makers, I will link them down below. But I describe this one as being a really cool blue base with a strong purple shimmer. It shifts to pink as well, and scattered holographic. So here's what it looks like in 2 coats. I thought it had a great formula. I love the holographic, like the dainty holographic is like, that is my favorite. I honestly don't wear dark blues super often, so I think I'm gonna like try this on and see if I like it, and if not, I may end up destashing it, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous polish. On to the VIP bag now, and I'm sharing what I'm keeping from the VIP bag. I think I mentioned that already, but there were about 4 polishes that I just knew I was not going to wear from the VIP bag, so I decided to go ahead and destash those. But this one I'm holding on to, I think, Victorian Varnish Feeling Naughty. This is 2 coats. The formula on this. Oh wow. I've never tried anything from Victorian Varnish before. This was crazy though. It was pretty much a 1-coater. It was so smooth and opaque, and I really like the look of this, like the bold base, the pretty glowy shimmer. I like this. Up next from Lurid Lacquer, we have Hot Humid Illinois Summer. I love the name of this one. This has a baby pink base with a gold to green shifting shimmer. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats. This is not my shade of pink, and I've kind of been like, about gold to copper, shifting shimmer, but I love Lurid. And I do love pink. This just isn't like my kind of pink base. So I want to give this one a try. And if not, if I don't love it, my sister has already claimed it. Next from Bluebird Lacquer, we have Meet Me in Chicago. This one is a warm toned purple base with gold to copper shimmer and shattered hollow holographic. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats. This one was extremely opaque. I loved the formula. I love Bluebird Shattered Hollows, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. Next up from Alchemy Lacquers, we have Enchanted Lavender. This one has a smoky purple base with pink to purple shifting shimmer and silver holographic flakes. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. It did need 3 coats to have full opacity. This is like the VIP bag polish that I'm having the hardest time getting out of my head. I don't know what it is. Something about that smoky purple base is just calling to me. Like, I'm really intrigued by this one and I cannot wait to wear it. Our next polish is from Beaux, and it is called Skyline Breeze. This one has a super light blue base with a purple to blue shifting shimmer and gorgeous silver holographic flakes. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. I don't know about this one. This kind of blue, the warmer light blues, I do not always love on me, but I am over the moon excited about the holographic in here. It reminds me so much of like ILNP's My Private Rainbow, like the ultra holographic. So I have to try it before I pass on it. Up next is a polish from Garden Path Lacquers. This one is called Stardust Sonata. I like that name. This one has a silver base, I think, or maybe it's colorless, but it looks silvery. And then shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold to green, as well as silver holographic glitter. I love this finish. I love the shifty shimmer holographic glitter finish from Garden Path. So even though I'm not a silver polish lover, I'm very excited about this one. I think it's going to be amazing in the winter. Here's what it looks like in a couple coats. That shimmer just glows so well. And the sparkle, look at it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. My gosh, nothing sparkles like holographic glitter. Except maybe reflective glitter. But I like the hollow better. Our next one is from Red Eyed Lacquer, and it's called Get Your Coins Ready. This one is a really pretty, like almost light pastel periwinkle, creamy base with a gold to green shifting shimmer, and I want to say silver holographic flakes. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats. This isn't my kind of color. Like as a whole, most of the VIP shades are not colors that I typically wear. But for one reason or another, I'm really drawn to them, and this isn't a color I have a whole lot of in my collection. Again, I think it'd be so gorgeous in winter or maybe spring, and I like the gold to green shimmer in here. It's really pretty against that blue. Next from Clionadh Cosmetics, this one is called Nocturnal Grove. None of these are official descriptions, by the way. I'm describing them myself. I would describe this one as having like a dusty teal base with a strong pinky red magnetic pigment and then some like tealy metallic flakes in there. So when you apply the magnet, here's what it looks like. I think honestly, I'm probably going to destash this one. It is a pretty polish. It's just not one that I see myself reaching for. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. I just am not super drawn to like pink and teal together. I'm also not using my magnetics as often as I'd like, so I would like to focus more on those and probably pass on this one. And it just stinks because I didn't know that until I magnetized it on the nail wheel and realized it just wasn't for me. Next we have a Danglefoot polish. This one's called Raarrrnch, maybe? It has a light green curly base and it's packed with green metallic flakes. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I love it. Like, I love acrylic, I love metallic flakes, and I've really been falling in love with Danglefoot's formula. So very excited to have this one. Next up, we have one from Swamp Gloss. This one is called the Chronic. This one has a kind of jade green base, and it's jam-packed with red to copper to gold to green shifting iridescent flakes, as well as, I want to say like purple to blue shifting multi-chrome flakes, I think. And it is a glow-in-the-dark polish. So here's what this one looks like built up in 3 coats. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I was really excited about it in the bottle when I saw it the first time, but I just don't think I love how scattered those multi-chrome flakes are. I really wish there were more of them or that they weren't there at all. And I'm also not typically a big fan of glow-in-the-dark polishes, so I'll probably end up destashing this one too. Next up from Lynn B Designs, we have Shished Happens. This one's a warm gray base with blue to purple shifting glowy shimmer. This is another one I just cannot get my mind off of. And I don't know why. I don't tend to go for base colors like this, but I just really love this combination. I don't know if I'm gonna like it on me though, but in theory, I love it. Our next VIP bag exclusive is Jen and Barry's Over the Ledge. This one has a black base and it has so many different flakies. There are hollow flakies, there are blue to green shifting flakies, maybe some red metallic flakies in here. It's very complex. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats. This is gorgeous. I'm very excited to wear this one. I love black polish and the blue just makes it for me perfect for winter time. This one is stunning. 2 more from the VIP bag. This next one is from Zombie Claw and it is called Windy City Wasteland. In regular lighting, I actually thought this was a black. In my studio lighting, it's obviously not. It's like a really dark reddy purple base and it has so many fun glitters in a variety of different sizes. They're very autumnal in color. So here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats with, I think, a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Freaking love this. I love this so much. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection and it's so perfect for Halloween. I'm gonna wear it this year in October for sure. And I've only tried one Zombie Claw polish before and I love that one too, so I need to try more from this brand. That's what I love about the VIP bag is you get an opportunity to try makers that you didn't have the ability to purchase from at the event. It's really cool. And then the final polish that I'm keeping from my VIP bag is this Tyler's Trinkets called Big City Dreams. This one has a black jelly base and it is packed with micro glitter. It's got, I think, every color of the rainbow and silver holographic as well. And there might even be some metallic flakies in there too. So here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats. This one, it's pretty. It's not as like poppin' as I'd hoped. Like I'd wished, almost wish there were some larger glitter in there, which I can't believe I'm saying. But it's a fun mix of colors and it'll look really cool around New Year's. Okay, on to polishes that I purchased for myself. Since we were just talking about Tyler's Trinkets, I bought one Tyler's Trinkets polish, and it's this topper called Darkness Can Be Beautiful. This one's a charity polish that benefits the Trevor Project, and it is a black holographic glitter topper. Y'all know I love toppers. And I don't have a black holographic glitter topper, and I just knew this would look so bomb over bright colors like this is Cirque Colors Sun In that it's over. I love this. I'm very happy I grabbed this. I almost didn't. I got tired of shopping. I got overwhelmed by the lines, and I said I'm done. But then I went back in, and my sister was like, just get it. It's one more polish. You can do it. And so I did, and I'm glad I did. I also ended up getting just one Rogue Lacquer this year, and I think that's one thing that helped my budget out a lot. Last year, I didn't get one polish from any maker. Every time I went to a maker's table, I was like, I need at least two things. At least two, maybe three. But this year, if I only wanted one thing, I only got one, so I'm really proud of myself. So from Rogue Lacquer, I got It Glows. This one has a magenta pink base with blue to green shifting shimmer. This one had a fantastic formula. It was really smooth and even and easy to work with. It seems like the kind of shimmer where the shimmer is going to take over in lower lighting, which I do not always love. So I'll be curious to wear this one and see how I feel about it. I got one polish from Monarch Lacquer, and it is Freeze Dance. It's not coming off color accurate at all, which is a shame because it's gorgeous. It's like this bright green base with blue shimmer and black glitters in a variety of shapes and sizes. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats, except it's way brighter, way bolder in person. Oh my gosh, I adore this color. I'm very excited to have it in my collection. I wore Truth or Dare last month, I think. Can't get that mani out of my mind. It was one of my favorite manicures for 2025, so I had to grab some siblings. I ended up just grabbing this one, and I can't wait to wear it. From Beaux Lacquer, I grabbed a couple shades, including Lagoon. Lagoon has a cool purple-leaning blue base, and it is packed with blue glowing shimmer. This is one of the polishes from my haul that I just can't get out of my mind. Oh my goodness, it is remarkable. On camera, the shimmer is looking really aqua, but in real life, it looks very cobalt, and it pops so beautifully against that like purple-leaning blue base. Oh, I love this one. And the other Beaux Lacquer I grabbed was Rose Quartz. This one was a PBE exclusive shade. None of the other shades we've looked at so far have been. I'll try to point that out so you know. But this one has a light pink jelly base, and then it has lots of green to pink iridescent flakes, as well as some pink reflective glitter, I think. So I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on this collection and ended up just grabbing this one because I just felt like I very well might have FOMO over it. And on the nail wheel, I'm definitely glad I grabbed it. I hope I like it as much on me. I bought one Atomic, and it is Atomic Polish Pink Line. This was a Polish and Beauty Expo exclusive. This one is a cool neon pink base. It looks a lot warmer on camera, and it's got a beautiful like red shimmer running throughout. I think it shifts red to copper to gold, but it mostly looks red. So I've used Atomic Shimmer Finish polishes, shimmer finish neon polishes before, and some of them are on the more subtle side. This one is one of those. So I'm not sure I needed it. I feel like I probably have this pink base in my collection, and that I could have layered it with a topper to get a similar look, but I got it. I think it's beautiful. So I'm happy to have it. And I finally grabbed Sassy Sauce Polish Barb. I've had people in my comments telling me to get this polish for years. So I was like, you know what? I know I have a ton of pinks with blue shimmers. Doesn't matter. I want this one too, because I do love Sassy Sauce's formula, and this base is beautifully cool toned, which is my favorite kind of pink. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats, and same situation. It's just like a lighter shimmer where the base is a little bit more creamy and opaque. The shimmer doesn't glow super brightly, but I think it's a gorgeous polish. I'm excited to wear it. Next up, another sassy sauce, and this one is Rooftop Tango. This one has a cool toned purple base, blue to green shifting shimmer, and linear holographic. Something about this combination I just could not say no to. This is not a Rachel polish, but I don't know. Like the linear hollow paired with the shimmer, I really like it. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. Bomb. So good. So good. Like the shimmer glows. The hollow is beautiful. It is even more gorgeous. Swatched out than it was in the bottle. Just incredible. And the next polish kind of gives me a similar vibe. It's Lurid Lacquer Tibbers. Tibbers has a cool toned purple base with blue to green shifting shimmer. This is one I've gone back and forth on for months. It's restocked again and again and again on the Lurid Lacquer site. And I've said no, but when I saw it in person, I was like, you know what? Let's do it. It is really pretty. I think it's like quite close to the sassy sauce. The base of the Lurid is just a little bit lighter. And of course it doesn't have the hollow, but I think the sassy sauce would have been enough, you know? Regardless, it's really pretty. I'm happy to have it. I'm excited to wear it. I sound like a broken record. I'm excited to wear all of these, of course, because I chose to buy them. This one is the reason I went to the Lurid Lacquer table. When I saw that line, I thought, you know, maybe I can skip it. Maybe I don't want to wait in line for 30 minutes to get this one polish, but I said no. I need it. I do. So it is Lurid Lacquer, a Midnight Marsupial Encounter. This one has a pink leaning purple base and blue to green shifting shimmer. How pretty is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love it. It's really, really pretty. You know, it's kind of reminding me in this moment of Doomicorn, but much more opaque, which I'm not complaining about. I got on an absolute whim is Lurid Lacquer, the Backroads at Night. This one was a PBE exclusive polish, and it has a kind of olivey green base with copper to gold shifting shimmer. I don't know why I got this. I should not have gotten it. I don't like copper to gold shifting shimmer. I don't usually like warm green bases, so. But this brand has like a power over me. They can make me like almost anything. So who knows? Maybe I'll end up loving it. They can even make me love reflective glitter. This next one is Lurid Lacquer Beneath the Summer Sun, and this one is a PBE exclusive too. It has a light, warm, gray-leaning purple base with these gorgeous green to gold to copper iridescent flakes and purple, I think purple reflective glitter. Here's what it looks like built up. Another one I did not think I needed until I saw it in person, and I was like, oh, I'm not leaving without that. It's so pretty. Like, I love the contrast between the base and the flakes. And then I think it was the first 150 customers, maybe 160 customers get a gift with purchase polish. So I also got Lurid Lacquer Miss Floof as a gift with purchase mystery. This one has a warm, almost corally pink base, lots of pink reflective glitter, or maybe it's like orange reflective glitter. Yeah, maybe orange or red, and then iridescent flakes. This is not my kind of polish. I do not really like warm pinks, but those flakes really cool it off. So I'm interested in wearing this one kind of like I wore Joie de Vivre, which is as a topper over a different color. So I could see myself wearing it in one coat over like a pink cream. I think I'd like that. And then I grabbed a lot, quite a few Garden Path lacquers. This one should look kind of familiar, yeah? It's Garden Path Lacquers Magnolia Mile, and this one was a PBE exclusive. It has a cool toned medium pink base with silver holographic glitter and green to blue shifting shimmer. Can you tell I'm having a moment with green to blue shifting shimmer? Because I am. This one just had the most beautiful formula. It was fully opaque in 2 coats. It did dry with texture, so I added a glitter smoother, but it's a favorite of the year. It's so, so pretty. And I've been wearing this for 3 days. You can't tell. It looks just as good as when I first put it on. And I think it's because the glitters really adhere to your nail. I love this finish. I love it. I'm so glad I grabbed some Garden Path Lacquer this year because that was one regret I had last year. The next one I got is Garden Path Lacquer's Dime Piece. This one has a warm kind of brownie pink base with blue to purple shifting shimmer and holographic glitter. So I don't know if I needed this. This one I keep going back and forth on because I love how it looks in the bottle. I love how it looks on the swatch wheel, but I'm just not sure if I love how it looks on me. So we'll see. This is another one I just can't get out of my head. It's Garden Path Lacquer's Solace of the Shadows. It's this gorgeous like blood red base with red holographic glitter and blue to green shifting shimmer. Maybe it's not red holographic glitter. Maybe it's just red micro glitter. I think so. Oh my gosh, you all. This polish has me swooning. The base paired with that red glitter, it's just too much. I can't stop thinking about it and I don't want to. I love it. I also grabbed this one, Garden Path Lacquer's Decade of Decadence. This one has a like cool toned green base with green glitter and then red to copper to gold to green shifting shimmer. I have this color combination so many times over in my collection. Like a greeny teal base with red to copper to gold to green shifts in some form or fashion, and I love it every time. I can't say no. And then this one's very different. Garden Path Lacquer's A Different Kind of Danger. This was a PBE exclusive shade. This one has a black base, black flakies, silver holographic glitter, and red to copper to gold. No, I don't know what color shifts this has because I see every color. Like I see red, I see gold and copper, I see green, I see purple. It has a lot of shifts. This is actually what the maker of Garden Path Lacquers, Karen, had on her nails, and it looked so beautiful. Like you could see all of those shifts on her nails. And that paired with the black flakies in there, I'm just in love with this. I think it's another one that's going on my fall rack. And then I purchased enough to get the gift with purchase. So this is that. It's called Moonlit Revel. It has a purpley taupe base with green to blue shifting shimmer and gold holographic glitter. Such an interesting combo. Here's what it looks like in a couple coats with a glitter smoother. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing like this. Oh, it's just so interesting. I also grabbed a few polishes from Jen and Berries. This one is called Here for the After Party. This is a multi-chrome that has a lot of shifts. Purple, pink, gold, and green are in there. It is super shifty. I don't think I needed it. I don't wear multi-chromes all that often, and I'm sure I have something that has similar shifts, but it is beautiful. Here's what it looks like in a few coats. Really shifty. Very shiny. I mean, it's stunning. I will enjoy this polish, but I just question if it's one I really needed. It was an impulse buy for sure. This one wasn't. This is Jen and Berries Skinny Dips. This one has a clear base. It has blue metallic flakes, silver holographic glitters, and maybe black micro glitters. So a friend of mine loves Jen and Berries. I think she swatches for them. And I asked her, like, I tried a Jen and Berries and fell in love. And I said, like, I'm going to see them at PBE. What do I need to grab? And she told me their caffeine drips collection. The collection is a bunch of these with different colored metallic flakes. So they have a red one, a purple one, a green one. Honestly, they all look stunning, but I see all of that silver glitter and I think winter. And when I think winter, I think blue polish. So I had to get the blue. And it's giving Elsa. It is so sparkly and icy. Oh, I love it. And this is what led me to the Jen and Berries table. This one is called You Know Who. This polish came out in 2021. I'm pretty sure I started, like, it was on my radar and I wanted it around 2022. But for whatever reason, I hadn't purchased it. I just kept telling myself, I have stuff that's similar. I have red flakies. Like, I can't get over how glorious those flakies are. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. This one will definitely be on my fall rack this year. Oh, If I can wait that long to get it on my nails, I can't believe it took me so long to add it to my collection. And then the last Jen and Berries on my list is Jen and Berries. It's the water. It's freezing cold. This one is not coming up super color accurate. It is more vibrant in real life, but it has like a tealy green base with blue to aqua shifting shimmer and silver holographic flakes. Okay, this is closer. This is pretty color accurate here. This is beautiful. It's just brighter in person. I love the flakes. I love the shimmer with the base color, and I don't have a whole lot of polishes with this base color in my collection. I usually go for darker teals like this one. So I'm excited for this. And the last maker I shopped from is Swamp Gloss. I was over the moon when I found out Swamp Gloss was going to be there because her formulas are just wow. I have maybe 10 polishes from her, most of which I've gotten through swatching because I used to swatch for her, and they are incredible. So this one is Swamp Gloss. Marshmallows are for team players. This one's a solar polish. It turns blue in the sun. That's interesting. But it has like a white base, maybe a slightly off-white base with iridescent glitters. I just thought this polish was really unique and interesting with the glitters being iridescent, and Swamp Gloss makes fantastic glitter curlies, so I had to get this one. I didn't know at the time when purchasing what color it would turn when it got into the sun. I figured it would be black or charcoal gray, but I'm glad it's blue. It's really, really fun. Two more. This next Swamp Gloss is I Wash My Hands to Keep Away from Satan. What a name. Always with Swamp Gloss. So this is like a pinky red jelly base, jam-packed with so many good things. I want to say yellow matte glitters in a variety of sizes, micro, hex, and then bigger hex glitters, as well as these incredibly shiny like glass flakes. Look at them. Whoa. This is another polish that just like screams my name. Now, when I swatched it on the swatch wheel, I was like, oh, that looks a little bit of like a pinky red. And I'm not big on pinky red, but I think on my nails, it won't look that way. It just looks like that because it's on a white swatch wheel. That's what I'm hoping anyway. And then this last one was an impulse buy I'm not ashamed of. This is Swamp Gloss. How nice for you. This one has a cool toned purple base, and it is jam-packed with blue and green flakes. Swamp Gloss flakies are magic. They're crellies, they're flakies. That's what they make because they make them so well. And they're always so unique and interesting. I adore this. I think it's so beautiful. So those are all the polishes that I got to bring home with me from Polish and Beauty Expo. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. Do you have any of these polishes? Are you going to try to grab them as overpour? I think I forgot to mention that. Some of the Polish and Beauty Expo polishes are currently available on maker sites as overpours. So if there was anything you're like, man, I really want that, check out maker sites. Send some messages to makers and see if you can find them. You might be able to also find them in D-stashes. People have been posting in the Polish and Beauty Expo Facebook group, which I will link below, that they'd like to trade and things like that. So you could also join that group and see if you can find what you're looking for. But hopefully this video was helpful for you. Hopefully those of you who didn't get to go felt like you got to live vicariously through me. And maybe I'll even see you there next year. I would absolutely love to get to meet you all. And to those of you I did get to meet, again, thank you so much for saying hi. It was such a happy experience. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!